Hi guys, it's Jessy here and welcome today to a new pick a card reading. I hope that you guys are doing well. So guys, in today's pick a card reading, we're going to look at the exact location of your soulmate. So I hope that you guys are ready for this super excited reading. So as you can see guys, I have prepared 6 different piles today. And pile number 1, you are represented by this pink colored pen today. Group number 2, you're represented by the green colored pen. Group number 3, you're represented by this beautiful light blue colored pen. Group number 4, you're represented by this yellow colored pen. Group number 5, you're represented by the purple colored pen. And then last, we have here group number 6, you're represented by the orange colored pen. Okay, so guys, I hope that you are ready for this reading. Just tune into your own energy and focus upon the exact location of where your soulmate is at the moment. Now guys, when you've done that, pick then one or multiple piles that you're drawn to, that resonates with you, and then go down below in the comment box or in the description box. There you'll find the timestamp that will bring you to your reading. Now guys, keep in mind that all the readings that I do on my channel are general readings. If you would like a personal reading, then you can go on my website, which is www.angeliceclipse.com, and you can purchase one of the personal reading on there. So guys, really excited to dive into this reading with you guys, but before I do so, I just want to give a warning that there are scammers out there portraying to be as me. So be aware that I do never give out my phone number, especially not my WhatsApp, that the only way to get a personal reading is through my website. So be aware of that. I don't want any of you guys to get scammed. So just want to put it out there. So I'm going to start off now with group number 1, and all the other groups I'll see you at the click of your timestamp. Hi there, group number 1. So you're here because you're drawn to this beautiful pink colored pen, and of course pile number 1. So let's first start off with, what your soulmate might be like, what their personality is, and what we can get for information about this person. Okay, so that is one of the things that I'm very, very curious about. So let's hop into it. So first up, we've got here the world representing your future, not your future spouse, but your soulmate. I'm getting, first thing, because I was like tripping over my words, it could be that your soulmate or one of your soulmates end up being your future spouse. So that is something that I really want to give right here. But seeing this world here, I might see here that there has been maybe some prediction, or maybe you have been turning to psychics or something like that have predict your soulmates very, very accurate. So if that is something that happened with you in the past, then this is a confirmation of that you might already know who your soulmate is, or how this person is going to turn out, or who your soulmates are. Okay, so that is one thing. The next thing I'm seeing here is that your soulmate is someone who's very, very accomplished. I'm seeing someone who either whenever, whatever business they have, whatever job they have, whatever endeavor they might have, because this is a general reading, they're very, very successful at the things they do. I do feel here within group number 1 that you might get to know this person, first of all, from a distance, and then you guys will kind of like move towards each other. It might be that you're like from completely different part of the world, or that this person, their roots lies completely different on a different part of the world than yours, or something like that. But I feel like there might be kind of like a gap between you guys. I'm also seeing here that this person is someone who is very, or has a strong work ethic and really focuses on their job, the things that they need to do. They're very goal oriented. So I'm seeing here someone who, from maybe a young age, they're very, very curious. They're very intelligent. They want to learn. They educate themselves. And they're very wise. They have like a lot of information. So it could be in terms of what they're doing, what their job is. It requires them to travel, or it requires them to have a lot of information, or something like that. But I feel like this is a very smart person. They travel maybe a lot, and I feel like they have a rich sense of I don't know how to explain it, but a rich sense of culture, as if they have experienced multiple cultures within their life. Like if that is something that you guys kind of like understand. They're like people who travels a lot, or who works in an area in their life where they have to speak to a lot of different type of people, and so you gain a lot of knowledge about a lot of different cultures. And I feel like they're very, very tolerant, they're very open, and they like things to be regulated. They appreciate honesty. Yeah, that's like the strong things that I'm getting like from this person that really speaks out to me. So yeah, keep that in mind when we're talking about your soulmates. Okay, so next up, I'm going to look at the zodiac signs of your soulmates to see what we're going to get. So we have here Leo and we have Aquarius. We have Aquarius again and Pisces, so a very loving, gentle, watery energy that is coming through. We have Taurus and Sag, so those are also the signs that are coming through. So next up, I'm going to incorporate this beautiful card. Oops, sorry about that. This is actually the first time that I'm doing this on YouTube, so I hope that you guys can bear with me throughout this. I haven't actually figured it completely out, but I hope that you guys will enjoy this. So how this is going to work, I have here some beautiful like little crystals, and what I'm going to do is just like scrying, but feeling where my hand is drawn to for you, group number one, and then releasing the stones, the gemstones, and seeing where they land for you, and where the energy is kind of like pulling me. So let's see. The soulmates of group number one. I'm like getting a lot of pulling here. So there is where I'm going to land the gemstones. So what I can see here is definitely here that group number one, your soulmate might probably be from the States, and more maybe in the area of New York, Toronto, Cleveland, Chicago. I feel like more in the east side of United States. So that is one thing that I'm definitely feeling here, more like Atlantis, Washington, and so forth. I'm also getting here that your soulmate might be somewhere from Canada, so that is something, and also Greenland, Denmark, you know. That is something that really is also here within the cards. For some of you guys, your soulmate will be more from this area, this little bitty area, and it's not kind of like zooming in because the bowl you're standing kind of like right in the way, so I need for this to be zoomed in, so we could kind of like see like the islands here, the Caribbean, something like that. That is also one of the places that your soulmate could be from, so regarding to that. But we're also getting like the other side of the map here that is focusing a little bit on the European side, but also a little bit of Africa. So this is like what I'm getting. Like if you can see, like it's really focused on this area. So we have like a lot of United States here. We've got a lot of Canada, Denmark, and a little bit of Caribbean, and just a small side here of the beginning of Europe and Africa. So that is one really like thing that I'm seeing here for you here, group number one, that your soulmate is from this side. And seeing this, getting that, I wanted to say like the color of your soulmate skin will potentially be more of a lighter skin tone, sometimes tan, but I'm actually also seeing really dark skin type, and that could be because we have a little bit of the Africa part here within this group, and also a little bit of a Caribbean. So some of you guys will definitely, I'm seeing almost like black or white, and not because it's racist or anything, but I'm seeing like it's either very light skin or it's kind of like dark brown. That's like what I'm seeing, brownish skin, darker color skin tone. So that's like what I'm getting. So in terms of hair, I am actually seeing within this group more brunettes or prone to black. If we're talking about men, I'm seeing very masculine men to normal figures. If we're talking about women, I'm definitely seeing more of a voluptuous type of woman with more breasts and stuff like that. And to women, I would say I'm seeing here very specific lighter skin tone. So sometimes even like having really red lips. That's like what I'm seeing also within this group. I'm also seeing very curly hair. For some of you guys, it will be more of afro hair, and for some it will be just really curly type of hair. That's like what I'm getting. In terms of eye color, guys, I'm seeing here a more of a brownish, darkish colored eyes that is really dominant within this group. So yeah, that's like what I'm getting in terms of the appearance of this person. And as I said, like this is a very driven person. What I see with that is that most people within this group is someone who has a very harmonious work-life balance, and they really like to work out. They're really into it. They really put everything into it. I feel like it's really important within this group to look good as well. So that is something that I am getting through within this group. So to just make it a little bit more fun because I just love doing this for you guys. I just love getting so specific. So yeah, I just wanna kind of like see what type of relationship or what kind of like dominant factors would be in your soulmate's relationship. What kind of like things would be prevailing within this relationship. So first up here, really gorgeous. Look at that. We have a friendship. We have friendship. So beautiful. So I'm seeing here that there's going to be a really strong bond within your soulmates, and of course this applies almost to every soulmate relationship because it's, you know, a yin yang. It just feels good. It just clicks. It's just naturally formed. It's such a strong bond. It's really gorgeous. But I feel with you guys, it feels like this is your rock. This is like your bestie. This is like the best thing that will ever happen to you. Like you can tell this person anything, everything. You can pour your heart out. You can be like your ugliest and your cutest, and this person will love you for that, you know, for everything. Really gorgeous. We have your family, which tells me that if we're talking about, you know, a soulmate that you guys both have really strong desire to form a family within this person, or with this person that you guys will form a family with your soulmate, that is really important for you guys. It could also be referring that for some of you guys, a huge part of your soulmate is also within your family members. So yeah, I just want to point that out because not always like soulmate is, of course, a romantic relationship. It could also be a really great friendship. So I'm seeing here that within this group, family, people that are already close to you might also just be your soulmate. So yeah, keep that in mind. I'm seeing like people who you maybe daily communicate with, or who you already have a really strong bond with, might be your family. Also, we have here a heartbreak card, which tells me that within this group, there might be a separation between you and maybe one or multiple of your soulmates. Now, what I'm seeing here is that sometimes, even when we love someone so dearly and so deeply, things in life happen and we need to let someone go. And I'm seeing here that within this group, it might be possible that you need in this lifetime to let go of a soulmate, and that will hurt you a lot. Now, whether that separation is willingly or unwillingly, it is going to hurt a lot. Now we're talking about things life and death, or we're talking, just relationship breaking off, or just life events making you or redirecting you to another place. And I know that that connection with that soulmate will never ever be lost. So that is something that you really need to keep within your thoughts and within your mind. It's a soul connection. So yeah, it's really important that this is kind of like coming up. It's telling me that maybe some of you guys are dealing with some type of sadness still, maybe surrounding this event, or will have a lot of sadness surrounding this. But know that sometimes, it's not something that we can control, but it happens and it brings a lot of sadness. And I feel like, especially with soulmates, it will always be there. You'll just grow around that sadness. You're just kind of like learn to cope. And that might not be like the easiest answer to hear, or maybe something that you would like to hear, but it's kind of like the most honest answer, because a breakup with your soulmate is one of the heaviest things, and especially if it's unwillingly. So I just want to point it out within this group. So having said that, I just want to give you guys some letters that will kind of like represent this person. I almost forgot about it, but then I remembered that I wanted to do some letters as well for you guys to see if we can get some initials from this person. So we have the H, the V, the A, the Y, the X, the S, and the P for your person. So group number 1, I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really love to have you around. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye! Hi there, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. So you're here because you're drawn to this beautiful green colored pen, and of course the second pile. So what we're going to do is first off just get a general feeling about your soulmates. So this is the first card that is representing your soulmate. So first up here we have the Six of Rings, which tells me that whoever your soulmate is someone that is really generous, really kind, who loves to give. This person might be a little bit tempted to be a pleaser from time to time. So if you already know your soulmate, this is someone who generally likes to make other people happy. They like to see other people smile. They like to see other people do good things. They really are in service sometimes from other people. So what I'm thinking about with this soulmate, it could even be that it's a person who generally has a really good career, a really, lavish maybe lifestyle, but still they're willing to share whatever that they have. Now, terms or jobs that come to my mind when I think about this person, I'm seeing here nurses, I'm seeing here doctors, I'm seeing someone who's really making a lot of money and then sharing it with people who just doesn't have enough. Now, what a lot means, that could differ for each and every one of you guys or for this person, but I'm seeing someone who absolutely loves to share and put their heart, their soul into humanitarian things. I'm also seeing here someone who's very aware of the environment. They're just putting their heart, their money, their everything into good causes. So that is something that's really important for this person as well. I'm also seeing here with this group a lot maybe of animals. It could be that this person was raised on a farm or has a strong connection with animals, or has a pet or something like that. But those are the things that are coming to my mind. Also, I'm seeing here that this is a person who absolutely loves a family. They really love kids. They like kids. So I could definitely see like this person being a really good parent, or being a young parent or something like that, but they really love kids, or having a lot of nieces and nephews or something like that, and just taking care of them. It could also be just a pediatrician or something, or I don't know, like a psychologist or a teacher or something like that. Those are the things that kind of like come to my mind. This is a really gentle, loving soul. I'm seeing a lot of maybe watery energy. I'm getting here maybe also Cancer, Pisces, not so much Scorpio, but yeah, you know, as Scorpio is also a water sign, but I'm getting here definitely Cancer more to Pisces. So those are the things that are coming up to my mind. Very soft. I feel like this person, we're not talking about maybe future things yet, but I am seeing just like right away this person might have like some red cheeks, reddish skin tone, maybe prone to sunburns or something like that. That is like something that I'm getting with this person. I'm also seeing here within this group, it might be that this person is more of a fluctuates in weight or something, but I'm seeing like really light skin tone within this group, and yeah, and reddish, really reddish tones. So yeah, could it also be that this person might have like some freckles or some things, really blondish hair, red hair. Those are kind of like things that are right away popping to my mind. Like I'm not like even there yet. I wanted to do that like after we got the countries, but those are kind of like the things that are popping like right away into my mind. Also talking about sunburns, I'm also seeing another side of this group, that this person could also have like a really good tan. Like, you know, sometimes when we turn red first and then we get like this really great tan, this could also be like something that this person has. Yeah, so those are kind of like all the things that I'm getting from your person. This is a person who really loves to help like other people. They shine, they are very sweet, they're very gentle. You can really talk with them. They're very sensitive. I'm seeing like this is a really sensitive person. They might even be sensitive to the point where at the beginning they might be a little bit shy, especially if we're talking kind of like Cancer. I'm seeing like, you know, they like to watch things first before they mingle. Yeah, that's like a little bit of a thing that I'm getting from this group. So yeah, next up I just want to look at the zodiac guys to see what zodiac your soulmates might have. So we have in here Leo and Aries, which is definitely fire signs. It's like the opposite of water. But yeah, we having Leo and Libra again. And we have in Capricorn and Sag. So definitely they might also have a fiery side to them. You know, shy at first, but then when you get to know them, they're very passionate, they're very strong, they know what they want. Definitely, it doesn't mean that even though when people are ready to help other people, it means that, you know, they don't have like a backbone or something. That's like not what I'm getting within this group, because to be like a doctor or something, you have to know what you're doing. You have to be very secure in your job, in your skills. So yeah, but definitely I'm seeing here two kind of like sides from maybe this person. So next up, let's look at also another fun part of this reading. My first time doing this on YouTube. So yeah, what we're going to do here is just a look at the possibility of where your soulmates might come from. So what I'm going to do is use a little bit of little gemstones and using them as, you know, my hand as a fire to see where I'm getting pulled towards, and then allowing the gemstones to just fall on the map and see like, you know, where it's going to land. So yeah, I'm definitely getting like, this is like it. So definitely I'm getting here a little bit of United States here, and it's very, very specific on New York. So yeah, New York, Toronto, that side of United States. We're also having here a huge part of Europe. We're getting here a little bit of Spain, a little bit of Portugal. We're having here a little bit of Africa, actually a whole lot of Africa if we're looking here at the continent. So definitely it could be. I'm also getting here that your person might live somewhere, but that their roots are from somewhere else. Like that's like what I'm getting. And we're getting here an island, kind of like the Australia part. So these are the things that are kind of like country-wise. Let's see what we're having here. We're having here Turkey. We're having here Finland, but I'm just seeing this part as Europe. just like in general. We're having Spain, we're having Portugal, we're having Tunisia, Algeria, Sahara, Mali, Nigeria, maybe towards Angola and somewhere like that. And as I said, like, you know, a little bit of a part of Australia. This is Australia, so the islands around there. So yeah, that is kind of like the focus area of this group. So to me, it definitely shows, you know, the lighter skin tone, especially when we're talking about Europe, the lighter skin tone, really having kind of like a 10, but turning red first before you get like that 10. That could also be like in New York and stuff like that. But that's like what I'm getting with how they look, how you might see them. In terms of hair color, as I said, I'm seeing blonde, but I'm also seeing black, and I'm seeing like black straight hair, almost to like really dark straight hair. So that is something also that I'm seeing within this group. To eye color, I would say like brownish, dark eye colors. From time to time, you might see a little bit of blue coming in, but most of them are like dark colored eyes, brunette, blonde, black. It's like the overall skin tones, hair colors that I'm noticing here. So yeah, that's like what I'm getting from your person. So let's look into what your relationship with your soulmates will be like what the dominant things will be like within your relationship with this person. So let's see. So first up, we have here rejection. So seeing this rejection, I am seeing here that you might have opposite interest when it comes to your soulmates. So maybe even when you're listening to this, you might like say, oh no, that's really not my type, or something like that. And then I feel like you'll be surprised on how someone that is completely not what you've ever guessed ends up being your soulmate, ends up being like a really good friend, or maybe you have like a friend that is your soulmate and that you just happen to dislike at first, not knowing this person, and then when you get to know this person, you're like, oh dang, if I knew you were like kind of like this, I would just like be like all over you, just way, you know, past the date or something. Like, you know, sometimes we have like our judgment, and then when we get to know someone, it's like, oh wow, you know, you're really different. And so I'm seeing here that you might encounter this within meeting certain types of soulmates within your life. It might be like, you know, opposite attracts, or you might dislike this person at first, and then you end up just being completely in awe and you know, loving this person, like really changing completely. A flirt, I'm seeing here with most of your soulmates, you will have a great flirt, a great connection. So within this group, it might be, especially if you are falling into like different sexes, if you're like a woman and you like, you know, to go with men, if that is your preference, then I will see here that you might have a lot of those relationships of two different sexes. Or if you are a lesbian, or if you're gay, then you will fall, or you'll meet someone with whom you can flirt and where you can have like a lot of fun and doing just a lot of fun things with. But if you are, you know, like a woman and you have like a lot of male friends and something like that, I'm seeing here a lot of chemistry between you guys. And it doesn't have to go like even further than that, but I'm seeing here it might be that you might have a lot of male friends, or if it's like the other way around, you're a boy and you might have like a lot of girlfriends, because they're just attracted to you and you know, like they're your soulmate or something, but it will never be like more than that. Then, you know, when you meet your person and you want to continue with that single person. But I'm seeing here from the younger age, you guys will attract a lot of, from the opposite sex and have a lot of chemistry with that. Be that tomboy or, tomgirl or something like that. And really, really cute. So yeah. So let's see here. We have here strings. I'm seeing here that within your relationships with your soulmate, you will be very, very free in the things that you will do and have. I feel like there is such a respect between you and your soulmate that it will be a relationship that gives you so much freedom, like no strings attached. So whatever that means to you guys, it could be that you have been in a really toxic relationship before you meet your soulmate. It could be that you guys like to travel or something like that and that your soulmate really supports that. It could be all types of things depending to your own situation, of course. But I'm seeing here that you'll feel very, very free with your soulmate. It will be a huge relief, super relaxed, super naturally. It will feel good. You guys will have a lot of fun together. And I do feel like your soulmate will help you out of maybe a toxic relationship or help you get over something that really bothers you. That is what I'm getting. Literally sensing something that will happen within your life. I feel like your soulmate will come in and help you with that. So yeah, that is definitely something that you might want to keep in your mind here, group number 2. So let's look to the last part of this reading, which is going to be the initials of your soulmates. So we have here the X, the E, the H, the S, the T, and the O, referring to your soulmate. So group number 2, this was your reading, and I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really love to have you around. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye! Hi there, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So you're here because you're drawn to this beautiful light blue colored pen, and of course the third pile. So first up, we're going to look at the energy of your soulmate. So this is just going to give me maybe a general impression of this person, who's going to be, and so forth. And next up, we're going to dive into the exact location of your soulmate, okay? So let's start off. So we have here the Two of Cups. Wow, really gorgeous to have this card representing your soulmate, because with this card, I can say it's almost like your soulmate will be the one that you will end up with. And soulmate relationship doesn't always have to be a romantic one, but within this group, I definitely feel that whoever you're going to encounter in your life as being your soulmate is going to have a true impact on your life. It might also be someone who you'll have throughout your life if we're not talking about a romantic relationship. And as we're talking about a romantic relationship, it could be that you'll end up marrying this person and having a really long lifetime with this person. I'm definitely seeing here a really strong connection, a really long connection within this group. So yeah, that is something that I just wanted to point out. I'm seeing here that your soulmate, you guys will have deep connection with each other. You guys will know what each other thinks. You guys will have that type of energy that you kind of when to call your person, and then this person is calling you, this person is thinking about you, this person literally knows who you are, what you're thinking, without just even knowing. Just energetically, you guys are so strongly connected that it's carried to so many people, and it's almost unexplainable to other people. You guys just know what the other one is doing. That is how intertwined your energies are together. And it's amazing because I can say that not many people will have this. And it's a relationship that so many will envy, and so many will find confusing, so many will find frustrating. It's all kinds of things, but it's a really magical one. It's really one that will last you a lifetime. This is a really, really strong bond that you guys will have. You're absolutely the embodiment of the yin yang. Like, that's like, these are the words that are like coming. It's absolutely the balance that you guys will have. It's like with almost like anything in life, it almost seems like everything happens at the same time to you guys, you know, happening both, you guys experiencing both, you guys going through the same, you guys just respecting each other to that deep kind of level of connection that is just, as I said, like unexplainable. I'm literally seeing here two people connecting so deep with each other. It's unbreakable and it's really beautiful. This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but as I said, like if it is, this is a relationship that will, I see like many years. Like this is not something that just passes over or just like fun. This is a really deep connection. So mutual respect here, equally grown, equally wise, equally fun. You guys are like so good with each other. I just like cannot like say anything else. It's like so gorgeous, like so beautiful here. Equally. And we're seeing here the infinity symbol. It's like, I'm just like seeing it. It's almost like I'm seeing it like for the first time, but infinity for me, it goes on like beyond a lifetime. Like you guys met, incarnated together, have been here together. Like you guys are like the Bonnie to your Clyde and so forth, like really strong connection. This is something that I really feel deeply within this reading. Yeah, it's really strong, guys. You have to be, it's really beautiful that you guys are going to encounter this or has encountered it in your life. It's amazing. It's something that you guys need to cherish really, because it's not something that happens to many people. So yeah, it's a really strong bond. In terms, because I did this in the other pals, in terms of what the other person will do, what your soulmate will do, I'm getting less information from that. And I'm sorry, all of my readings are a little bit different and I really follow that. And I really want to say like, I see this and this and that for your soulmate, but I'm getting it less within this pal because I feel like the bond within this pal is super strong and there is a really high focus upon this bond and not so much on what type of person this will be. Because I don't know, it's almost like, I don't want to say like you guys are the same, but you guys are almost like mirror of each other or something like that. I just can't explain it within this group. If there's something here you guys have to let me know in the comment box down below. Like I really love to know about this group. So yeah, definitely let me know what's going on. But there is something I feel like that the angels are just keeping a little bit of mystery, or it's like they're saying this is kind of like enough. You don't even need to like know how they look like, because that wouldn't like even matter or something like that. I just can't put it like in other words than this. So just trying to be honest here with all of my readings. I'm not going to make it up or anything, so I hope that you guys understand, but this is what I'm getting from you guys. Okay, so let's look at the zodiac signs and see what we're going to get for your person. We have Cancer, we have Leo, we have Sag, we have Taurus, we have Aries, and we have Cancer again. So yeah, keep that in mind. Next up, we're going to look at the card to look at where your soulmate might be at this moment. So how this is going to work is I have some little gemstones here and I'm going to use them as a scryer, or my hand is a scryer, to see where the energy is actually pulling me, and then I'm going to release the gemstones and see where they land. And I'm feeling here, it's almost like I want to split up. It's almost here like I want to split up. So I am going to do that. This is like definitely the weirdest one. Okay, so this is like it. This is like it. So we have here United States, and we have here more maybe the middle of United States and so forth. But my feeling just says like United States. We have a little bit of Canada here, more in the upward, the north of Canada. We have like some gemstones that just didn't make it, didn't cut it. That's okay. Okay, so next up we have here a little bit on top of maybe Russia and so forth here. We have also here a little bit of Russia, so I might see like north and south of Russia. We have here India. We have a little bit of parts of India. We also have here Bangkok, Thailand. So we've got here like Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, and so forth. So we have a little bit here of Australia as well. These are islands that, you know, are part of Australia, so I just want to point it out. We also have here, what do we have here? Turkish. That might also be. And we have here a part of Russia as well. But I feel like this might represent Europe in general. I don't know why. Not the southern part of Europe. So I'm not talking maybe about Portugal, Spain. I might be talking about Greece, but Italian, French, Britain, although it doesn't belong anymore to, you know, Europe, but still I am seeing like this huge part. So that's like what I'm sensing as well. So yeah, take that as where your soulmate might be like at this moment to give you a little bit of a guidance. Okay, so let's look at some cards to see what things might be dominating your relationship with your soulmate, how that relationship is going to be, and so forth. So let's see if we can get some ideas on this person. Look at that. We first have rejection. So I'm seeing here within this, as I was telling you guys, I feel like you guys will be completely yin yang from each other. I'm again seeing, and I saw this, if you guys are doubting between, I think it was group number 2 and group number 3, I feel like they might have some things in common with each other. But I am seeing here that maybe this is a person at first you will dislike, and then you'll get to know this person as being your soulmate. That is one thing that I'm getting within this group. But I'm also seeing here completely different culture or completely different look. So it might literally be that you have a light skin tone and this person will have a dark skin tone, or vice versa, or that you'll be a female and this person will be a male, or something like that. I feel like it's almost a complete contrast to you. Like if you have like curly hair or something like that, they will have straight hair, or you know, something like that. I feel like there is a lot of yin yang, literally a yin yang between you guys. Like that is like what I'm seeing, like complete opposite. And sometimes opposite don't attract, but it feels like you guys are a real match of the puzzle. Like you can function without one another. Like almost like that, not to an extent that you are become dependent on one another, because that's like not what I'm seeing. I'm like seeing like totally independent souls, great at what they do, amazing. I'm seeing like you guys, it's like almost within this group I cannot like detach you guys from each other. You guys are like almost like one, because I'm referring to you guys as you guys. Like that is like the first group that I'm doing that. But I'm literally just like, I just can't like unsee you guys from being like together. It's like crazy. I've never had this, like guys, really never. So that's like one thing that I'm seeing here. Referring to you guys just as one, as literally being like one spirit. Like it's crazy. Look at this, we have chemistry. So yeah, off the rock, you guys will have amazing chemistry with each other. As being complete, beautiful, feeling each other, touching each other, having that great chemistry with each other. If you guys are a romantic partner, having that sexual chemistry. But if you guys are not, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of smiles. It's going to be just great chemistry, like great friendship material, and even like beyond. This is like someone who absolutely will understand you in everything. Like, yeah. If you guys could like be like partners, you guys will end up like being partners. That's like what I'm gonna like. You guys will end up marrying each other. Like, really. Look at that. We have again the differences. You guys are like so different, but yet again, I'm seeing different, but yet again, so alike each other. It's like in your core, you have like almost like the same value, but how you work it out is completely different from one another. That's like what I'm getting. Like, if one likes hot, the other likes cold. If one like mountains, the other like the sea, like completely different things. Like, and that is exactly what brings you guys together. That is exactly what keeps the chemistry between you guys. Having like the mirror, like always having the dynamic between you two is absolutely amazing. Like, there's so much focus upon this dynamic between you guys. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. Like, that's like what I can say. Like, if you look at yourself like in the mirror, you might kind of like maybe know how this soulmate will look like, because they will almost be like the opposite of you. Like, that is like what I'm getting. So I feel like that's the reason that they cannot like be specific, because I'm doing here a general reading. But if you look at the mirror and you have like, blonde hair, then your soulmate might have dark hair, curly hair or something like that. Or, different in culture, different from where they, maybe come from, how they think. But eventually, like in the core, you guys are a complete match. It's almost like you guys having two different blueprints, but when you put it like on top of each other, it forms like the perfect house. Like, how poetic can I get like within this group? So yeah, that's like something that I really want to, I don't know, like those are the things that are coming like up. So really loving this group. Super amazing to have this gorgeous reading for you guys. We have here the Q, the Y as being the initials of your person, the N, the P, the S, the X, and the R. So, group number 3, this was your reading, and I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really love to have you around. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye! Hi there, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. So you're here because you're drawn to this beautiful yellow colored pen. And of course, the 4th pile. So what we're going to do is, first up, we're going to look at the energy of your soulmate or soulmates. And then we're going to look at the location of this person, okay? So let's look at the card that we're having here. So we have here the 10 of Rings, which tells me that whoever you... first off, guys, I'm getting a really high Leo energy coming through. I'm seeing someone who's very successful, who's very passionate, might be a little bit dominant at times, or might have like a strong will. Let me maybe put it a little bit more positive, because dominant comes off a little bit not my person, not being, but I'm seeing here someone who is very energetic, likes the outdoor. I'm seeing here cars, might like cars, might have something to do with cars, might be a car collector or something like that. But that is something that is coming up within this group that's being really specific, so take that as it resonates with you guys. I'm seeing someone who's very fiery, who's very passionate, who's very successful. I feel like this person will have almost like a fortune. This person will have maybe a lavish lifestyle, or they will have like a lot of luxury. This is a person that likes to dress well, that likes to take care of themselves, like their outdoor appearance has to be like super fine. This is a person, however they dress, it's going to be a little bit expensive. They like things well made. I'm seeing here Italian suits. I'm seeing here just really beautiful fabrics. Like, this is a person who likes nice things and who's not afraid to also allow their partner or their soulmate to enjoy those things with them as well. I'm seeing her as someone who's generous, giving. This is not someone who keeps all things to themselves and just don't want to share and so forth. I'm seeing someone who likes to share, likes good things, likes to enjoy life, likes the luxury part of life, and has the resources to sustain their type of life, which is really important because so many of us might like that lifestyle but doesn't have the resources to meet that life, and then we end up maybe having some issues. With this person, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing it really having and giving and having the opportunity to actually live out that lifestyle. Okay, so that is one thing that I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone who's also very happy with who they are. That is maybe why the Leo energy is coming up, because sometimes like the Leo has a little bit of an ego. They know they're good looking. They're more about an appearance. They're more about this is me. They're very, very charismatic. They're very I'm here and there, and they're just good at their thing. So it seems like someone who's absolutely they have a lot of confidence, and they need someone who matches that. It's not someone who will humiliate anyone or will have an ego at the expenses of anyone else. I'm not seeing that, guys. That's just want to point it out, because sometimes it's a downside of having someone that has an ego or who's a little bit too much out there or something like that. I'm not seeing that within this person. This is your soulmate, so remember that whoever your soulmate is, you end up liking this person for who they are. You admire them who they are, and I feel like that is the way you will look at this person. You'll definitely admire them. There's something about them that's very charismatic, that is very cute, handsome, sexy. I'm seeing like a lot of fiery energy here, so very, very sexy, very passionate. This is like the energy that I'm getting from this person. A lot of people want to be with this person. They attract a lot of attention, willingly and unwillingly. There is something very charismatic about that. They have a huge energy which attracts other people directly to them. So in terms of type of jobs that they will have, I'm seeing more of a leader here. I'm seeing also a young leader. So being someone who right away, maybe from high school, or I don't want to get high school, how do you say it? College, just moving on to management or something, like having that type of character traits that will get you to the type of leadership position. They're very, very driven. They're good at what they do. They're considerate, but they're a good leader. And that is what makes them really trustworthy, really loyal at the things that they do. They might have a lot of charismatic energy, but they're very loyal. Once they set their mind on something, they're willing to stick with it, like no matter what. I'm seeing like very faithfulness is something that's really important to this person. That's like one thing that I'm getting like very specific. So yeah. So the next thing that I want to do is look at the zodiac signs and see what type of zodiac your soulmates might have. So we have here the Sag, we have Pisces, we have Aries, and we have Libra, and we have double Cancer. So let's move on to the fun part of the reading. Actually, everything is fun, but okay. We're moving on to the map, and we're going to look at the exact location to where your soulmate might be at this moment. So I'm using a little gemstones for this, and what we're going to do is using my hand as a scrying machine and then seeing where this energy is going to land, and there is where I'm going to let go of the gemstones. And again, I'm feeling like there are kind of like multiple areas that are attracting. So one is there, and like here. So yeah, we've got here United States, Canada, we have here the Caribbean, we have here a lot of Africa, Europe coming up. But especially here, South Africa is coming up really high here. So I'm seeing definitely someone that might live there or that might come from there. I'm seeing here within this group. Europe is also one. And Caribbean, dark skin tone, tan skin tone, a lighter skin tone. And you might say like, that's all, but that is like what I'm getting within this group. Like a really mixed group. Most part I am getting lighter skin tone or dark skin tone. Like those are the two that are coming like really, really high. I'm seeing here someone who might have like a beard. Or like a short beard or something. I'm getting here very short hair. They really have like a slick hairstyle. That's like what I'm seeing. Like they like to go to the barber. If we're talking about a female, then I'm seeing like a luscious hair, really long hair, very gorgeous. They like to really take care of themselves, their skin. They have like a really good skin routine. You might see them like a lot at salons. That might also apply to the guys within this group. They really like to take care of themselves. They're very, very nurturing towards themselves. They like to pamper themselves. It's someone who has that luxury lifestyle that I'm getting, like really, the manicure, the pedicure and stuff like that. If we're talking about guys that might be very, very toned, they might eat very healthy, they might have like a personal trainer or something. They really pay attention to how they look, and they just like to have like a clean look, whatever that look might be. To some it might be suits, to other it might be wearing sports things or something like that, because that is something that I'm also seeing like within this group. There's something about cars that keeps coming up. It might be that it might be that this person works with cars, or has something with fast cars. Maybe this is a person who drives, I don't know, like that is something that really comes up. So that is the things that I wanted to give you guys. Yeah, shoes. If it's like a male, they like shoes, expensive shoes. really details about this person. Okay, so let's see what else we can get about this type of relationship. You have your strings. Freedom, a lot of freedom. We've got someone who puts a lot of effort. And we've got someone that flirts a lot. Okay. Flirts a lot. No. That's like not. It didn't come out right. But yeah, what I'm seeing here, let's start off with strings. I am seeing here definitely someone who worked hard to make themselves really, really independent. And I'm seeing like if you have a relationship, what type of relationship that you might have like within this person will always push you and push themselves to be better at what you do, to become better at what you do. I feel like they invest a lot in themselves and also like in their partner or in their, in people around them. They're really investor. They believe like, who you are is really important, and it's really important to invest everything that you have to become like the best of what you can be. Not that they like to outshine others. They just believe like educating yourself, creating opportunities for yourself is really important. So I feel like they will also really push their partner or whoever they're dealing with to become very independent, to have their dreams and really support others within their dreams as well, as they also do with themselves. You might see like this person who will dive into books or will go to seminars or something like that to keep on learning, to keep perfecting the skills, which they find to be very, very important. I'm also seeing like business is going to be a huge part of your relationship. It might be that you guys will work together or that you guys will have a business together or something like that, but it's definitely it's maybe who you guys are. You find it really important to have a great work ethic. So yeah, those are the things that I'm seeing that will be like within this relationship. I'm also seeing effort. This is a person, as I said, like they will definitely invest in someone. So they will put a lot of effort into someone, whether it will be material effort or emotional effort. They're willing to do that. I'm seeing here they're not cheap, they're not greedy, they're not anything. If they see someone that they want to invest in, being it a relationship, being it, a future with someone, they will do whatever it takes to do that. They are not afraid to invest in someone and just make it happen. So seeing here the flirt card, guys, I'm seeing a huge chemistry between you and soulmate. I feel like if this is a friendship relationship, I feel like there's always something giddy, something that's going to be fun, flirtatious within you guys. If it's going to be a romantic relationship, I feel like you guys will just eat each other up. I feel like there is like this super almost kind of like this chemistry, very playful energy between you guys. Very playful, very fun, ticklish energy between you guys. Like it's very cute. It's like a cuteness overload between you guys. That's like the energy that I'm getting between you and your soulmate. It's very fun. I feel like you guys are both very flirtatious. You speak a lot with your eyes and your mouth. I feel like there's something about that between you guys. Like you can look at each other and it's like, okay. Like I know what you mean. Like there's something really special about that between you guys. So yeah, that is something that I definitely feel between you and your soulmate. Very cute, very fun, guys. I don't know, like very cute. So let's look at some letters to see what we can get from the initials from you and your soulmate. So we have the H, the S, the V, the E, the Y, the E, the L, another E, and another L. So group number 4, this was your reading, and I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really love to have you around. For now, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye. Hi there, group number 5, and welcome to your reading. So you're here because you're drawn to this beautiful purple pen and of course the 5th pile. So first up, we're going to look at the energy of your soulmates, and we're just going to dive into whatever we can get about that, and then we're going to look at the specific location of your soulmate. So really curious about this. Let's dive into your reading. So first up, we're having here the 4 of Cups, which tells me that your soulmate is someone who I feel like there is something about your soulmate that might feel like they are someone who set the bar maybe too high for themselves. It's someone who's a critic. Oh my god, here, group number 5. I don't want to sound like anything like negative or anything, but using these types of words might get you like that feeling like, but I'm feeling like within this group we might have some philosophers, some deep thinkers, people who really think about life. It could also be that we're having like someone who's really spiritual, who's really into spiritual growth, who's a critical thinker, you know, someone who thinks a lot about things. They're like really deep within their mind. It could be as well that is something that really attracts you very, very much. You can have strong conversation with them. I feel like they're always striving for something more. And to them sometimes that might feel like they put themselves on a 2nd or 3rd or 5th place instead of nurturing themselves and giving themselves as much attention as they need to. But I can see here that being with this person, it could be that you're someone who's a pleaser and this is someone who needs that or something. But the chemistry between you guys is definitely a balance scale. That's like what I'm feeling. Like this is exactly the energy that you might not maybe want but need or something. That is just like perfect for you. So I'm seeing here a deep thinker. I'm also here seeing someone who just feels maybe that they don't belong here. Maybe it's someone who has been bullied in the past, or who had some really life struggling issues or something like that. But I'm feeling here a more heavy energy. Someone who has, has been through life, has experiences, and knows that life is not always, fun and giddy and, all good things, but just has like a lot of things to share and to give. And on that road, they happen to be a little bit too tough on themselves. And I'm seeing here a lot of forgiveness. This is a people who tend to forgive others a lot and easy. And I feel like in that process, they might forget about themselves and forget about their emotions. And they end up maybe empty-handed, or they end up, being disappointed a lot within people or something like that. Like that's what I sense within this person. Like they really have like a heavy baggage. And that's okay, guys. I mean, some of you guys will say, oh no, this is not for me. But yeah, sometimes this is what you need without even know that you need it. Someone who's wise, someone who has a lot of baggage is someone who's wise, someone who's has a lot to give because they've been through it, they've experienced a lot. And so it makes them stronger. It makes them, I'm seeing here almost like strength. It makes them determined. It makes them persistent. It makes them, the endurance within them is huge because they hear and they stand through it. They made it through. And they might have like some scars. They might have some stitches, but it just makes them perfect for you. Because I feel here that you're not someone who can handle like, anyone. And I feel like not anyone can handle you. So maybe you are as well someone who's very strong, who has like a strong character and just doesn't go well when someone is around you that is a little bit insecure, or that has a lot of baggage or experience, because it makes it easy for you to push them around or to boss them around or something like that. And I feel like this is something that is good for your soul here. This is like the exact message that I'm getting here for you, group number 5. It's really good for your soul. It's really, really good for your soul. It's soul healing being around this person, having this person in your life. Whew. So, regarding to their work, I'm seeing here working with water. Very randomly, like fisherman is coming to my head. They might they might live around a lake or something like that. They might have like fish. I don't know. I see like fish. Okay, that's one thing. They might work with fish. They might have like a hobby with fish. They like to go fishing or something. That is something that I'm seeing. Working area, boat as well, captain, marine, things like that. Maybe a connection with the sea. That's also one thing that I'm getting. It could also be referring to the color blue, something that has a uniform or something like that. That could be one thing that they're working at. I'm also seeing a lot of nature going outside. Could be also construction, could be just working with your hands, something like that. Could even be designing, could be very creative, creating something. Wood. Those are kind of like the little bitty things that are coming. And it could also be that it's just, as I said, like this person does this as a relaxing from their, day 9 to 5 day job. Like they like to be creative. They like to do like something on their hands. Like they really, really appreciate the fine arts. I'm seeing here fine arts. They really like the fine arts. I'm seeing also wine here. So it could be that they like wine, or that, it's something that they do within their family. However it relates to you guys, take it as it resonates, okay? So those are the things that are coming on top of my head. I'm seeing just like this lazy type of look, people like, with a hat, with their dogs walking and just enjoying life, or very laid back type of casual style thing, type of just, enjoying life, taking it easy, strolling kind of like energy that I'm getting from this group. So let's look into the zodiac, guys. We're getting here Libra and Sag, Scorpio and Leo, and we're having Gemini and Scorpio again. So let's bring in the map to get a good look at where your soulmate exact location is. So I'm definitely curious. So the way that I'm doing it, I'm going to scry with my hands and see where the energy kind of like land. I am just kind of like feeling that it's almost like I'm feeling here. Okay. Nope. It's still there. Okay, so these are the continents, the countries that I'm getting. First off, we have a little bit of Russia. We have Japan here. We have China. We have Philippines, that area. So Philippines, Malaysia, that area. We have Australia. We have Brazil. A little bit. I want to say Brazil and South America a little bit. Or the downstairs here, because I can feel here Bolivia, Argentina, Uruguay, Peru. I do feel that. I not so much feel the upstairs here, but definitely the downstairs. We have here United States, very much almost all of United States. A little bit of sea. So yeah, that is coming back in return. And we might have here Finland. For me, it represents a little bit of Europe, but Middle Europe or something like that. Or more of the east side of Europe. That's like what I'm getting. Like more to maybe Ukraine, Poland, and so forth. Like that's like a little bit that I'm getting. Romania. That's like the energy that I'm getting from this group. So looking at how they might look, we might see here, yellow skin tone. We might see here darker hair. We might see, I'm seeing a lot of light skin tone within this group, light to yellow. I'm seeing dark hair, brunette hair, not so much blonde, brunette, a little bit of wavy, curly, that might be here. In terms of length, I'm seeing here middle to smaller length. And what more am I getting? I'm getting this person might also have like a little bit of an accent. That is something that I'm getting. Yeah, these are the things that I'm getting from this person. My soulmate. So let's hop into the cards to see what type of dynamic you guys will have with each other and what will be, dominating your relationship with each other. So let's see. First up, we have the juice. We have your true love. I'm getting here that music might play here a role. We already have like that creative side from that person. Fine arts. It could be that this person plays as, what type of instrument or something. That's something that I'm really getting like specific. It could be the piano. It could be, the guitar or something. But definitely music does play a role within your relationship. It could also be that they sing. They have a really beautiful voice or something like that. That's something that I'm also getting. They're highly talented. That's also that I'm getting from this person. But this person is definitely your true love. So I'm getting here within this group, there is a height. There, like the chances are almost like 99% that you will meet a soulmate that you're going to end up, marrying or having kids with, a lifetime with. That's like what I'm getting within this group. Now, soulmate, of course, doesn't always have to be a romantic relationship, but within this group, I definitely feel that is a huge possibility for you guys, as we're having the card of the true love. So, a lot of chemistry, a lot of love, a lot of gentleness between you two. I'm not getting like an exact time of where you meet this person. But for most it will be like within the 30s, beginning of 30s, to be precisely. That is like one thing that I'm getting very kind of like, our readings are different, so I'm getting like all type of different information throughout the readings, but this is one that I'm getting for you guys. So yeah, those true love, those going to be amazing. I feel that both of you guys maybe had experienced a lot, as we're talking about like this person having a baggage, this person having to deal like with a lot. I feel that there is some ice that needs to be melted, some onions layers that need to be removed before you guys can fully commit with each other or towards each other, because maybe you guys are both a little bit guarded because of all the experiences that you guys had. So as it's like, it might be that you cannot just like go with anyone because you're someone who also has a baggage, or who also, you know, had a lot to deal with, and so that's this person. So it definitely makes sense that between you guys it will move a little bit slower. Not to say that it won't be exciting, it won't be, you know, a lot of things, but you guys are very maybe insecure on how to proceed at first. You know, if you're ready to give your heart to someone, but of course it's your soulmate. So yeah, it will definitely like be something, and we all have like some little wounds that we need to heal. Look at this security, like I was talking about that, and this pops up. It's really beautiful to see this, you guys having like this security sense with this person. It's literally gorgeous. I feel like definitely you guys, this is someone who's going to bring back everything that you lacked within your life. If you had some traumas, if they have like some traumas, your relationship is something that is steady, that is rock solid, that is giving this person so much comfort, and not only this person but you as well, which is absolutely amazing and will melt your hearts literally. Like it's someone that you feel very safe with. And safe is really one of the things that people just take for granted within a relationship, you know, but feeling safe is really important to be yourself, to relax, unwind, to, you know, be intimate with someone. You have to feel safe. So definitely you guys are going to have that with each other, and that's really amazing. That's really great. I truly believe that you guys are going to feel so comfortable with this person, so secure and ready to, you know, start that life, or, you know, build that family. Because I can definitely feel like within this group there's something about family. Maybe you guys want a family or something like that really soon. So know that that is happening with this person. So let's get some initials from this person. We have the B, the E, the O, the R, the S, the Q, the M, the P, and the F. Okay. So group number 5, this was your reading, and I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really love to have you around. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye! Hi there, group number 6, and welcome to your reading. So you're here because you're drawn to this beautiful orange pen. So we're just going to hop into the cards to see what type of soulmate it is, getting a little bit of a character trait and so forth. And then next up, we're going to dive into the specific location of this person or persons. Okay, so let's hop into your reading, group number 6. So first up here, we have the 5 of Rings. So I'm seeing here that maybe your person here, group number 6, it's a person who always kind of like felt a little bit insecure with themselves or with life. Maybe they experienced a lot of poorness, not having enough to get by, growing up in very insecure surrounding, which made them, you know, eventually it made them very, very strong, and it made them really appreciative of whatever they had. But I'm feeling like their core, like, you know, when they were a child, that was really, really tough on them. It could also be that this is a person who experienced a great loss, meaning financial loss, or emotional loss, and that had a huge impact on them, that I felt like they had to absolutely start over again. So whatever this person had been through, it definitely has been through a lot. So I feel like this is an old soul, like someone who really has some traumas. And I feel that is very, very intriguing to you. I feel like you don't like young souls, but you want something, with something to hold, like. But I definitely feel like this is a person who has been through a lot. They've experienced a lot. They experienced a lot of loss, a lot of sadness that goes with that. But they definitely were able to grow from that. They were definitely able to change that situation and turn it into something that is really beautiful and that, help them throughout life. But they still carry that scar, because, once you go through something, you can undo it. So it's still something that they carry with them, though it no longer plays a role in their life. Let me put it like that. So I'm seeing here someone who has been through a lot, but is still, had turned it around and is living now a life where this person is absolutely happy and healed. This is something that I feel like it's really important within this group to know. This person is healed. This person learned to live with this disability. And seeing a disability, I'm seeing that this might also be someone who has a disability. Now, this could be literally, something that is on their body, but it could also be just a minor disability like dyslexia or, something like that. Or it could be literally anything, but that's like the range of disability that you can think of. Now, I know we want, on life, when we're thinking about our soulmates, we want someone who's perfect and la 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 and da da da. I do get it, but this is just me being honest. This is me, what I'm getting through, and I hope that you guys can appreciate it. Don't hate me for it, but that's something that I'm getting through. We all have our things, and I even feel like sometimes I'm a little bit of autistic myself. I do have like a little bit of OCD, so yeah, we all have like our things. Like, that is me. I like my things super, super clean. But something like that. It could be a minor, it could be, thing. And the thing is, I feel that for you, it's not a big deal. Even if you might think now, like, it's a big deal, let me know in the comment box down below. I love to hear about like the stories and make you guys tell me, what it's like, or what you guys think. Anywho, you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, that is like really something that I'm getting from this. So yeah, they really recovered from that. They're a very strong soul. They're survivors. This is a group of survivors, guys. Now, this could also be a disability, like you went through a trauma and then you carry that scar with you. That's also a disability. Like, you might not think it as a physical disability, but in your heart, there's a trauma there and so forth. That's like what I'm getting. A huge recovery. This is a person that survived. This is a survivor. And this is someone that people admire to the bone. They're great. They're awesome. They're true heroes. They're Prince Charming, Princess Charming. Really. That is like what I'm getting through with this person. They're very kind-hearted. They're very brave. Very, very brave. Those are kind of like the things that I'm getting. And now I feel like their life is a little bit, I don't want to say like slower, but they managed to just make it just a little bit, less exciting, I would say. But it's like they're living just like a normal life. They're living kind of like a normal life. Just, how do I say that? Like, without you guys saying that, I'm like, oh. Okay, so I'm kind of like, they're just doing their thing right now. Because it's what they need. Like, they need like a calming, just relaxed life. whatever that means to anyone. It could be, you know, they have like a 9 to 5 job. It could be that they have like their own business. It could be like literally anything, but just not like, for example, if they were like in a war, they are trying just to make their life just normal and regular and just trying to heal from that, or trying to heal from that. They already healed from that, but it's not, as I said, like, it's not dominating their life anymore. It doesn't play a role within their life anymore, but it's like something that they carry with them. So that's definitely something that I'm getting. And as I said, like, for job, I don't get like one specific things. I'm getting here multiple things. Like, I feel like this is a huge group, so I could like name 10 things, but I'm not getting like one specific thing. I'm just like getting, it's slower for them. It's like slowing down for them. Like, for example, if they were like in a marine or something, and now they are just, you know, doing a 9 to 5 job, something like that. They're slowing down. They're not into that dangerous type of bringing in the trauma into your life anymore type of job. Like I said, like something like that. So yeah, just take it how it resonates with you guys. So let's look at the zodiac dice to see what we're getting here for your person. So we're getting Leo and Cancer. We're getting Scorpio and Aquarius. And Pisces and Aquarius. For you here, group number 6. So let's move to the location of your person. Let's see, so how this is going to work. I have here a map, as you can see, and I'm going to use my hand as a scrying machine, as you can say it, and with these little gemstones. And then, as you know, I feel drawn to it, I will let the gemstones just kind of like can like fall. So so this is it. It doesn't matter actually that the other stone just roll off the book, because it just means, you know, it wasn't there. So this is what I'm getting. A huge part here is almost Russia, is almost here on the sea as well. So it might be that this person, I feel like this person might hop a lot from space to space. That's like one thing that I'm getting. But it could also be, I'm not sure like what I'm getting this, but the Marines, the submarines, that's like one thing that's like really strange. I never got that in any reading, but that is like one specific thing here. Russia's coming up really big. I'm also here getting the side of Japan, very restricted. That might be something that might come up. And I'm also getting this side of the ocean along with it. So we're getting here, I don't know, like, what is this? New Guinea and Indonesia, Australia, New Zealand. So we're also having here the big ocean that's kind of like one side to another. So for me, it's just seeing that they might work within this area. And also along this, so we're getting Chile, Ecuador, Peru, but also here within Mexico, the Caribbean, a little bit of United States. We also have here Egypt, Turkey, Greece, Syria. I'm feeling like this part as well, the upside of Africa, and the downside or the south side of the European nation, you might say, like Spain, France, Croatia, Italy, Bulgaria, and so forth, like this on this road. Like, that is something. And again, we're having here a lot of sea, a lot of ocean. So yeah, this person might be definitely traveling a lot on the boat, on the sea. That might be something. But definitely a lot on the coast area. As I was saying, like the coast area a lot. It's almost like, yeah, the coast area. So we also have here Africa, a little part of Africa. We have Zambia, we have Uganda, we have Rwanda, and so forth here. We have the Dominican Republic of Congo. So yeah, a little bit. I feel like not so much this side because this side is already covered by the coast. But I feel like more this side. So we're talking about Kenya, we're talking about Ethiopia, Mozambique, Madagascar, and so forth, like this side. I think that's like what I'm getting. So yeah, a huge range here we do have. A huge range. So what I'm seeing here in outer appearance, I'm seeing here someone, if it speaks to you, we have here bald-headed person or someone with very short hair. We also have here, I'm seeing longer hair. I'm seeing a very masculine face. I'm seeing here very blondish, blue eyes. I'm seeing from time to time a beard if we're talking about a male. If we're talking about female, I'm seeing really sensual, long leg, long fingers. That's like something that I'm also seeing. Very masculine here. Very, very masculine. I'm seeing here within this group. So yeah, those are the kind of like the things that I'm getting from this person. Yeah, definitely. So let's bring in some cards to see what your dynamic will be with your soulmates. If we're talking about a female, definitely seeing almost also shoulder length hair here within this group. Brunettes, big lips. Yeah, those are kind of like the futures that I'm seeing for the females. So we have here that there is mutual respect for each other. Telling me your backgrounds will have deep impact on each other, which automatically brings a huge tons of respect for one another. You know, when you guys have both been through some huge things in your life, it's kind of like, oh damn, you know, I'm not the only one, but at the same time you deeply respect this person for what they've been through, right? It's something major. The chemistry will be like off the chart between you guys. Like, definitely I'm seeing here a lot of sexual chemistry between you guys. The tension is just super high, and I feel like there is a huge sexual energy between you guys. Very, very, very flirtatious, very charming, very sweet, hot. I was like Scorpio hot, Leo hot. Soul connection. Oh my god, look at this. Yes, we're talking about soulmate, and yeah, it's popping up. So I feel here you guys will recognize something within this person, whether it's this trauma or whether it's like recognizing a scar or recognizing being that hero or something. You recognize this person instantly. Having like that soul connection, your soul merging with each other is amazing. That's what you'll feel with this person. And that's something that, I mean, not a lot of people get to experience that, but it's deep. It's going to be very, very deep. And I definitely feel that you guys, whether there is a long distance between you guys, but because I do feel like from time to time that will be a thing here within this group, I feel like you guys will have an impeccable connection between you. There is like a knowing between you guys that there is like no words needed to explain things or to feel things or, you know, to know what another one is thinking or to trust someone. to be loyal to someone, it's just impeccable. Like whenever you see each other again, it will be like you saw each other like the day before. That connection is really, really strong between you guys. And so I see here that this connection is going to have a huge place within your life. It's going to change a lot of things in your life and how you see things. It's going to bring you a lot of calmness as well. Like, you know, you just being in a place where you belong, you will feel safe and acknowledged and appreciated. That is something that's really, really important that I'm getting through. So yeah, that's amazing, you guys. Last up, I'm just going to get some initials for you guys to see what we can get about your soulmate. So we got here the M, the my, E, G, X, Q, N, and J again. So group number 6, this was your reading, and I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I would really love to have you around. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!